Wait, this is really game one? You went Ridley? You know, oh my god, it's Pegasus Dahlia too. Yeah, this is so cringe, bro. So, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm Mystic's favorite person, so I'm gonna have some unbiased commentary with We got, let's see, we got Ridley Ganon. Oh my god, that barely touched me. Okay, I feel like this matchup, yeah, this matchup probably a lot better for the Byleth matchup. That's probably why he's not dead. He's not dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, wow. I actually wish I never sat on the mic. I feel like I cursed I think that's probably why he did grooming. Just to do that, just to forward air off the stage 3 times. That is horrible. Not the hold in fair trade. Yeah, that was he probably did hold it on that. Alright, well, we need to go back. I'm a horrible commentator. Honestly, Greasy's winning that whole game. Nothing to feel bad about. You know, you got cheese the last stock. Ganon is a character that gets cheesed. So, as a Ganon player, I know, knowing Greasy, I know he's. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, we're switching to small battle. I like this. Less room, more cheap, more this matchup is kind of just advantage state. Like, these characters don't just have crazy advantage state. They don't even really, they're just swinging and moving. It doesn't matter because they go one end, they're like, get a kill out of it. This is a nice ledge trapping from Mystic here. I feel like it's like nice F6, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, spamming back here. And he has to go high. He doesn't get the punish. Wow, that's by Mystic there. But he knows what to do. He actually looks really cool. That's probably the better. This match has really just been this edge guarding. Oh my god. You're so weird to do it. Yeah, you got replaced, buddy. Alright, we've seen the opposite. We've seen Greasy doing the ledge trapping this time. Fun stuff. But actually, we're seeing Ganon struggle to get a kill, which I feel like can't happen. Like at these high percentages, where you have to get like a random hit on the kill. It's actually hard for Ganon to get that one. Maybe a dash attack. Wow, good tech chase.
That really dash attack just covered so much.
Yeah, yeah. He missed it. Like he was doing he was just fireballing and then dash attacking. The fireball really just destroys Ganon's recovery. It seems.
Yeah, like even like lining arc that like just goes like right over the edge, like that can just destroy like so many recoveries that it's actually kind of tough. Yeah, because Ganon just doesn't have the horizontal
anything about it, so he basically has to go high. But let's see if Greasy can bring this back. He's down the game, down the stock. Not down the stock. Yeah, I think he just dies here, right? Yeah, you
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, no, he's just dead. I don't think Ganon has any options there.
No, you kind of got to throw out that air dodge a little bit early. Really not necessarily the best like horizontal airspeed, so maybe you don't want to get out there. But yeah, left hand press is such a good, lightweight, low risk option.
Right.
Especially like in this matchup, just actually decimate. Forward tilt back kick as always. Great move coming out from Ridley. Now we get the dash attack into the up air, and now good high recovery. He's probably not expecting that. When you're just sitting on there, not in field, I mean, you're asking for someone to hit you.
Yeah, I don't know. There was only really 2 angles. I think that was the only angle really could go at that distance. But back to bring it back.
Well, they're trying to get off stage. Weirdest air hit I've ever seen in my life. As now, Greasy is back off stage. Now the question is, forward tilt? No, the attack invincibility actually going to get through there. And now, suddenly back to relatively, like, in positioning, but if Greasy gets that dash attack perfect, not quite.
We haven't seen like a solid advantage. Here we go. Choke started off. Get him on the ledge. Ooh. Okay, just a jab.
That positioning, like, right under, like, the inside edge of the platform is so threatening in so many matchups. And yeah, you kind of need that if you want to, like, get this damage, because as you were saying, like, you know, looking for that up smash, something random coming up from Ganondorf, you're not going to get, like, that gimp, like, Ridley.
Yeah.
Good, like, way to close the distance, knowing at least that Dr. Ratio probably in second place. Oh, he went for a ball!
But, oh, he didn't get the super spot.
No,
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. Like, it kind of sucks because, like, when you're, like, put off stage with Ganon, you almost create a 50-50 for yourself. Because the question is, usually, if you have a long lingering hitbox out there, you want to use, like, you know, like, the resource that you know refreshes, like that up B, to, like, get past, like, the flame breath. Like, if you up B into flame breath and you keep your jump, that's great. Then you still have your jump and you can get back to safety. But when you have the 50-50 between, like, you know, directional air dodge or the jump, then you pick wrong, you just die.
Yeah, that's true. We never really saw him go like under it and try to up B into it and then like jump back up B. He always went for high recovery. Oh yeah, he does it with Incineroar. Okay, that's an interesting one. I like that a lot actually.
Also, solo, yes, since there's only 12 people, at least, like, you know, at this practice today, all matches are going to be best of 5.
I totally forgot it was best of 5.
Yeah, so now the Incin is out, and
time for a reversal. This is an interesting counter for because then, like, if we see Mystic lose this, we get Byleth and Incineroar, it's going to be like a whole different battle. So.
I think that especially, like, you know, recently a little bit, like, I talked to Mystic, I mean, he's really been just, like, working with the he's like really been enjoying.
It's
like,
pretty solid, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, a lot of players, like, you know, are getting to the point where, like, they'll just, like, play characters that they enjoy. It's not, like, you know, purely for the matchup, even though both of the, you know, Ridley and Byleth have been pretty good against Ganondorf. It's Ganondorf. It's mostly just, like, you know, play to have fun. If you're not playing to have fun, then I'm sorry, like, yeah.
Greasy having fun with that Alolan whip. I like that. Oh, and I guess we could also see Revenge on the Fireball smash. Wow.
Yeah. Like, having that aerial mobility as well, like, you know, with that side B that you can, like, refresh, it's a nice thing to have, because that means that you can kind of, like, tank that Plasma Breath and still be able to make it back through the stage.
Yeah, definitely going to be way easier to get back on stage, but honestly, just Mystic holding center has been such a big issue for Greasy. Even when he's not getting edge guarded, he's having trouble getting off the ledge and getting back to set. Mystic just kind of holding center with the F-tilts and back airs and stuff. It's really hard for Greasy to get in here, so I want to see him just get in and get some damage.
It's been a lot of these aerial approaches, a lot of, like, the forwards, but yeah, a little more of those side Bs that can really just get Ridley out of that mode of just, I want to sit and shield and nair you out of shield when you come in. Dash attack the first option. Only going to send Dr. Ratio off stage, but finally that, not quite enough. This is not Derek Dollars. If this was D-Money, that would have been, that would have killed.
It would have been a whole different game. Yeah.
But as we say this, like, you know, Dr. Ratio is a slightly higher percent. I mean, any other side B, any other back here just like that is going to keep the stock, as now looking fairly good for Greasy at this point.
Yeah, honestly. And I always forget, like, he's actually surprisingly lighter than you would think, so Incineroar can get those early kind of cheese kills, especially with that side B. Let's see, how is it going? Oh, okay. Taking any damage. Gotta get through these F-tilts and these names.
Able to get under good, like, you know, way to get around there, and a good bonk as well. Get the same little funky stuff
coming up. Was that intentional? Because that was really weird.
Little funky stuff coming up from Dr. Ratio is the real side B.
You know he wants it. That's gonna kill at that percent.
When you're at the ledge, when you're just sitting at the ledge like shield, you are quite literally Thanksgiving on a platter.
Yeah. I love doing that against Incineroar because you know they're gonna go for it. Just get ready for it. Yeah.
It's a fun thing to do.
He went for that last time and it didn't connect, but I like that he still went for it and he was confident. Untackable, so it's a perfect edge guard there.
Good as well as like catch, like, you know, instant, like, as he gets out of the invincibility. Invincibility at the start of that up B, not necessarily at the top, but that is really hard to hit him at that top.
Yeah, that is hard to hit him at. Ridley has got a nice big back air, so it's possible. That is a down smash. That is a weird charge. Oh no, he missed. Okay, that's the second one he's missed, but he actually really needed that one because that was going to kill.
Dash attack, back throw.
Oh, back throw. Yeah. You know we love to see that. That's my favorite option in the game.
No, that is like the year 2. So that is like we've already got past the really basic stuff. Inkling's run his course, but now I'm gonna be special. I'm gonna get to the ledge and. Yeah,
you know, that's not an option that Incineroar really go for. I mean, you see a lot of side Bs and stuff, but you don't see a rolled back throw. That's just like, one of the 10 options you can kill you with.
so many players like in this game, like, you know, when they're sitting in shield, like, you know, they're just like, you know, like waiting. They're almost like salivating, waiting for that hit on their shield to just try and get that. That's how you like, you know, get those like, you know, moves on. Especially in the case of like Ridley, for example, you have that nair out of shield. As now we see, as you were kind of alluding to, let's switch to Byleth. Now it's just I want to move on in this bracket. I want to get to the next match.
Yeah.
Now I know that Team Money is going to be salivating in chat.
Oh wait, is this we got Sticky in the chat as well. This is kind of you know, Sticky kind of got a Byleth. No, not really. Sticky kind of has a Byleth. Have they ever played too much? I don't know. I don't know. Does this matchup ever even happen?
You have a Byleth.
I did have a Byleth. I've never got Byleth versus people for sure.
I remember back in Madison, I played like quite a few characters against Derek. Byleth was never one of them.
You know, Byleth wants to keep you at that mid-range, and Incineroar just wants to get in. So you're kind of like, it's a really good, you're having a lot of fun as Byleth when you're keeping Incineroar out, but then once it gets in, it can feel, I think, really stressful and intimidating. So, yeah. It'll be tough to see if Greasy's up to the challenge of getting in on this Byleth, these forwarders and stuff.
The most threatening thing in this matchup, as you see, like, you know, from Dr. Ratio, is that empty hop. That empty hop just allows you to, like, you know, do so much, because, like, you can go into the fairs, like, you know, get a good poke, and also be in a position to get the down tilt into those confirms like that. Like, we've seen, like, so many times from a lot of the, high-level, like, Byleth, like, just, like, being able to roll and, like, you know, position yourself with that down tilt into the up air. It's such a good and consistent focus, and it's really good at just, like, a low-risk move to just throw out.
Yeah, and I will say, having played Dr. Ratio quite a few times, that is his go-to. He's always looking for that. And that's a big upgrade. Got good damage, has to recover high, and that's a punish for sure. And honestly, same with when he was on Ridley. I mean, Six was doing a great job of keeping the center, holding him, keeping Greasy on the ledge, and not giving up any space whatsoever.
There is a lot to be said, and I remember this, like, you know, from an old coaching session, that you can do more to suppress your opponent without even having to throw out a move. And, like, holding that center space, like, you know, where you're, like, in that advantage state, there's a reason why it's called advantage. You gotta play it, because it's gonna work out in your favor.
Yeah, and like it's weird because you wouldn't think of Byleth as like a faster character, but I feel like Incineroar and Byleth have similar mobility where like he's just kind of scared to like press any buttons and go in. So Mystic can kind of just stand there and hold space.
Yeah, with that rate at 120, I mean,
yeah,
it kind of helps us, like, you know, Greasy in that favor. As now, this is like, you know, where you want to, you still want to see those bench out.
I was just thinking, I want to see some Byleth does well like Honest and neutral, and one bench on like a sweet spot area is going to be a lot of damage. And he does need some cheating options here to get back to this game.
Forwarder as well, he's going to send, like, you know, Ridley off the side, but still not the most fresh right now. It's a little bit stale. And now, here as well, and now we're getting the ladders.
Yeah, I'm so scared of seeing that up. I know Derek's been going for that to the up air up.
Now, how can Greasy get off the ledge? He does manage to get past, and now suddenly Dr. Ratio is on the ledge.
Yeah, he's going to go for it every time. I mean, but at least that's good that Dr. Ratio was ready for that. That was really good. Back to center.
I was doing, like, you know, VOD review, like, with some people, and, like, some characters have almost, like, you know, or mains have, like, a second sense, or they, like, you know, like, smell something that they always want to, like, go for. And the aerial side B, like, toward the ledge from Incin is that for the end.
I mean, it covers a lot, and it gets killed. No, it's a good option.
It's good.
It is. But, you know, Mystic has that. You know, we have so many Incineroars in the state, too. Everyone really has decent Incin matchup experience.
Yeah.
So you're not going to fall for the day one Incin stuff, right? Like, you got to look for something more different, something more unique. So.
We gotta see some new stuff. As now we see the nice little
I like
down
that
tilt.
back air. Go for nair. Center, I like that.
Not quite gonna kill just yet. No, Incin not at a high enough percent, but now this is, like, you know, that weird position where you see Dr. Ratio, he's gonna hold these, like, you know, for those bears, or trying to get a down tilt. Cameron almost coming down, almost gonna take that stock. As now, how can Greasy, like, clean up his ledge trap, but not quite as Dr. Ratio, as he said, like, back to center, and that here is gonna clean up that stock.
I feel like Greasy was just too comfortable in the corner. Like,
no hesitation.
And then he finally gets an advantage and he kind of just puts himself back in there. And Mystic was just doing a great job of keeping center, throwing out those aerials and stuff, and took the set 3-1, solid, good stuff. I called it.
Yeah.
He thought you were staying Ridley. I was like, there is no way. That Ridley is kind of crusty, bro. Not gonna lie, bro.